Hello all, hello, good morning, and standard students. This is again with Raj. Okay, there's a bit technical issue here. That's why today I will go with this smart screen. Okay, smart screen. So I think this will be more interesting for you. You can see the pictures and all of what all things we are studying. But especially in biology, it deals with a lots of diagrams and all. So it is better to go through the pictures and all while you are studying. Okay. So this is the fundamental unit of life, the first chapter of biology. Last class we already discussed about what is the real fundamental unit of life. It is called as cells, isn't it? Okay, cells is called the fundamental unit of life. Plant cells are there, animal cells are there. Okay, this chapter is nothing but only the study of cells. In cells, at least like 8 or 9 main parts are there. Like each different parts. And how the cell is being composed. Different organs inside the cell. Each and every part of the cell has different duty, and if you study that, the chapter is over. So this is a instrument used in mostly in biology labs and all. So this is known as what? This is a microscope. Okay, it's a microscope. What all things we need to record and all, we will. There's lots of different types of microscope. Here we will keep our samples here, and these are called as eyepieces. Inside there is convex lenses are there. So if we see through this part, this is the area from which we are looking. Okay, this is called as the eyepiece. We can see what all things are here, magnified. It will be very bigger. So this scientist called Hooke, he is the first man who discovered this cell. He used a special type of microscope, Robert Hooke's microscope, so that he was able to discover the cell in 1665. So this is the four basic statements regarding cell. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Okay, everything in this world, every living organism in this world is made up of a small unit called as cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Cell is giving us our structure. Understand? We are human beings with legs, hands, eyes, nose, head and all. Isn't it? The cell is the building block of all those things. Not only that, what all process is happening inside our body. Like breathing, drinking of water, walking, running, all. Who is behind it, or what thing is behind that? It is the cell. Structural and functional unit of life. It is known as structural and functional unit of life because whole body is made up of cell. The entire body, our hair, our nails, our blood, our saliva, our nose, our tongue, our eyes, everything, our hair, everything inside our body is made up of what? It is by cell. That's why it is called as structure. It gives us structure. It makes us all organs to function. It is known as the fundamental unit of life because all functions regulates inside the cell. What all things is happening inside body, from where it is starting? Inside a cell. Okay. So this is the cross section of a common cell. A common cell. So we want to study about the functions of all these things. That's the chapter. And here first we will start about, this is the nucleus of a cell. Okay, the center part is called the nucleus of a cell. So the outermost part is called as the cell membrane. Okay, the outermost part. Next one, this one is mitochondria. Okay, this thing, a capsule in between. They see this snake-like structure is there, a capsule, and there is a snake-like structure that is called as mitochondria, one of the important part of cell. It is also called as the powerhouse. This is powerhouse because all the energy is stored inside this mitochondria. Understand? That's why it is called as the powerhouse. Next one is the nucleus at the center. Understand? This is the nucleus of a cell. Like a atom, at the center there is the nucleus. So this is the cytoplasm. That means mostly the body of a cell. It's a fluid-like structure, understand, which gives that shape. It is not a solid substance, understand. Mostly almost above 50% of a cell is liquid, not above 60, more than that. So the entire this red color thing, that fluid is called as cytoplasm. There is ribosomes are here, okay, where there is proteins are synthesized, okay. Protein, when we are absorbing from the digestion, that protein is synthesized and made into energy here. Nucleus, lysosome is there. Nuclear membrane, the outermost part of nucleus is called as nuclear membrane. DNA occurs in the nucleus within strands of chromatin. So chromosomes and all is inside this cell membrane. You know what this is? Centrioles and endoplasmic reticulum, or ER. These are also important parts of the cells. We will study about all these parts in details in this chapter. So if we just zoom into an onion peel, you know what is an onion? What do you call in Kannada? Iruli, isn't it? Okay. If we zoom inside an onion peel means that skin. If we take that onion peel and if we use a microscope to zoom it, what we will see? We will see cells like this. Understand? Cells like this we will see. Okay. So the next one is about the sperm. This is a common ovary of from the female, and this is the sperm which is from male. Okay, this is the base of human reproductive system. So ovary is produced inside the uterus of a female, and the sperm is produced inside the testis of the male. This is also a particular type of cell. If we zoom into the ovary, it is a small ball thing, and if we zoom into a sperm, it is a simple thing like this. A small head is there and a tail, and which is very small. Okay, one of the smallest cells in the world. Fat cells are like this. Fat, isn't it? These are the fat cells, and the nucleus, it's not at the center, it's in the end part. Blood cells, blood cells, red blood cells, white blood cells, and hemoglobin, platelets, lots of cells are there in blood. It will mostly look like this. This is our muscle shell, okay, our muscle tissues. It will look like this. So types of cells: unicellular or multicellular organism. Unicellular organisms are such organism which has only one single cell. Example is amoeba and paramecium. Okay, amoeba and paramecium we studied in before classes. I think we have to study about them in this chapter also. Multicellular organism, example human being, which has two or more cells, or millions of cells also. Okay, next is amoeba. This is amoeba. This is a single cell. Understand? This is a single cell, and this is the nucleus of that amoeba. This is the membrane, outermost cover of an amoeba. Nucleus, food vacuole, where which food is taken. Pseudophodia. These things, these finger-like things, are called as pseudophodia. Actually, this is not a permanent organ of a amoeba. Okay, whenever food comes, this thing will extend outside and it will capture the food. Okay, and it will get inside this food vacuole. Contractile vacuole and endoplasm and ectoplasm. Endoplasm, the area, fluid part inside the cell, and ectoplasm. One more is there. One anus rectum is there. Anus rectum, it is not mentioned here, through which the waste is given out. Amoeba's diagram is not that much important. The diagram of a cell is very much important, but some of these names you must know. This one is important, pseudophodia. Okay, pseudophodia of an amoeba. Pseudophodia is finger-like thing which amoeba uses to catch the food. Can you see it clearly? Okay. Anyway, in your CW, your notebook, you just draw. Okay, you just draw this picture of the amoeba. Next is paramecium. It is almost same like amoeba, but here there is no pseudophodia. Instead of pseudophodia, they have a hair-like thing which is called as cilia. Regarding amoeba, pseudophodia is important. Regarding paramecium, it is cilia. Understand? So you see the nucleus. It is not very much derived nucleus. Okay, it is not a adult nucleus. It's only what you say. A cannot say as a demo, is a replica of a duplicate nucleus. Like that we can see. Buccal cavity means through which food is entering inside it. Micronucleus is there for student and all. Just leave these names and all. You must study cilia. Cilia is important. Cell consists of different organelles. Different organelles like nucleus, you already know, cytoplasm, the entire inside of the cell, mitochondria and powerhouse of the cell, lysosomes and ribosomes, mostly regarding chromosomes. Endoplasmic reticulum is there here, plastid, cell wall and Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus was not in that picture, we will study in detail. These are the things we are going to study in this chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. If we study the working of all these things, the chapter is finished. Cell is divided into few categories. Prokaryotic cells are there. Okay, prokaryotic cells and also eukaryotic cells. So definitely there will be a difference between these two. So what is a prokaryotic cell? Means we seen in this paramecium, see, and in amoeba also, see, there is something specialty in nucleus. Okay, it is not a symbol, it is not a single cell or a single nucleus. That's a mixture of small particles to become the nucleus. Here also see, it's not as a defined shape and all. Okay, such nucleus is called as what? Prokaryotic cells. Understand? Prokaryotic cells. Well-defined nucleus are not present in prokaryotic cells. The nucleus, it is not a complex nucleus. Okay, it's a very simple. It's very simple in structure. It contains single chromosomes. Nucleus is absent. Chromosomes means what? Chromosomes is very important in human body, which gives the what all specialities we have. It comes from this chromosomes. We will study that in detail afterwards. Nucleus is absent. Understand? Because one single nucleus is not there. There is a mixture of a lots of small particles, which looks like a nucleus. Not a well-defined nucleus. Nucleus is absent. Size of this cell is generally small. This is micrometer. Okay, micrometer means 10 raised to minus 6 meter. 10 raised to minus 6. See, it is very small or not? Only 1 or 10 micrometers. That means very small. We cannot see it with a naked eye. Next one is eukaryotic cells. Well-defined nucleus are present. Complex in structure. Contains more than one chromosome. Nucleus is present. They are generally large. So human beings are eukaryotic. Understand? Eukaryotic means we have a well-defined nucleus present in our cell. It is complex in structure. That means developed, highly developed cell. Contains more than one chromosomes. We have like 46 chromosomes inside us. Okay, 46 chromosomes in each cells. Nucleus is present. No doubt about that. Okay, nucleus is present in our human cell. And generally they are big. Understand? Generally they are very big. Various shapes of cell. Cells are found in various shapes such as round shape, spherical shape, oval shape, spindle shape, branch shape and all. Round shape you already know that, round, blood cells. Spherical shape, ordinary cells. Oval shape, what type of cell is like that? Okay, we will look after. Spindle like shape is our muscle cells. Branch shaped cells are like our neuron. Okay, nerve cells. Cell organs, nucleus, first one. It is a very important organelle of the cell as it regulates the activity of the cell. It is the controller, okay. Nucleus regulates the entire activity of a cell. So it is also known as the controller of a cell. So the nucleus, nucleolus, what is this nucleolus? It is a part of nucleus and it is known as the factory of ribosomes. It helps in protein synthesis of the body. So nucleolus is a small part inside the nucleus. It is also a factory of ribosomes. These ribosomes are formed inside this small part of nucleolus, which is situated inside the nucleus. And ribosomes, for what purpose we are using? To synthesize, understand, to take in the protein particles which is already digested by the stomach and small intestine. Understand? So ribosomes are important to helps in synthesize the protein. So it is located inside the nucleus. Another thing inside the nucleus is the chromosomes. It's not inside the nucleus. They are vehicle of genes. Understand? Genes means, for example, if our parents are taller, their children will be also taller. Understand? If parents are shorter, their children will be also shorter. Because they carries their genes to the next generation. Not that wearing jeans. No, it's not a cloth. Genes means it's a what all abilities, what all properties, what all speciality we have, we will pass it to the next generation. So chromosomes are carriers of the genes. Genes are carried by chromosomes. Gene express our characteristics such as intelligence, complexion, height, etc. If our parents are intelligent, the children will also be intelligent. Complexion means the color of the skin. If the parents are white, the child will also become a white child. If they are brown, the child will also become brown. So these properties are carried out through genes by chromosomes. Okay. So the first one is the nucleus. In a complex cell, in a complex cell, nucleus is present in the center of the cell. Okay, this is the picture of a nucleus. This is a nucleolus. See, chromosome. See, this is the shape of a chromosome. This is also present inside the cell. Next one is the endoplasmic reticulum. So what is this endoplasmic reticulum? Let's see. It is located around the nucleus of the cell. Understand? It's a thin layer which is around the nucleus. They are large network-like structures. It looks like long tubulous or round or oblong bags, vesicles. So what is this? It's looking like a long tubulous or round and oblong bag of vesicles. We can see that in that picture. Where is this endoplasmic reticulum? Come on, where is it? See, this is the shape of endoplasmic reticulum. It is in the outermost part of the nucleus. Understand? Let's see what is their duty. So they are of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Let's see. The main function of endoplasmic reticulum are the detoxification of poisonous materials and exchanging of material. So, what does this ER does to our body? It will detoxification of poisonous materials. So, whatever food we are eating, most of the food is a good food, but some part of that food is not good. There is a bit of poison in that. So, if there is endoplasmic reticulum is there, means it will detoxificate it. It makes it safe and exchanging of material. Let's see functions of RER and RER. RER is the site of protein and they manufacture proteins. It consists of many ribosomes and so the surface is rough and they named after rough endoplasmic reticulum RER. So in this RER, what is inside? They contains lots of protein, and why they are getting that name called RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum? Because the surface of that RER is very, very rough. Anyway, after studying this one more time, we will go through that structure of that cell. Then we will define, you will understand that. Okay. Now just remember these names, functions. In next classes we will study. Some of these words are new to you, I think, like nucleolus. Nucleus is an old word. And chromosome, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm and all. See, endoplasmic reticulum, what is the shape of it? See? Next is nuclear membrane. It is the outer layer of a cell. Okay, outer layer. It is the outermost layer of the cell nucleus. Nuclear membrane is the outermost layer of nuclear. Okay, that is cell membrane I am talking about. Cell membrane is the outermost layer of the cell. Helps in exchanging of materials. What all things comes in and goes out of nucleus, it passes through the nuclear membrane, and also it contains the chromosomes which carries the gene. Here we can see cell membrane outside part, nuclear membrane, outside part of nucleus, cytoplasm, these free areas, okay, in between the cells, nucleus at the top, the center, and ribosomes also are there. Next one is the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, where we can see this Golgi apparatus. See, it almost look like this. Let's see, where is it? A famous biologist, Camillo Golgi, famous biologist and a scientist, recognized the Golgi body in the nerve cell. Let's see, what is it? They are located in the nerve cell as well as in every part of the cell. They are in a parallel way. It consists of a system of membrane bound vesicles arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called as misters. When we study about this Golgi apparatus, we will discuss that in detail. What is the main function? Includes the storage of modification and packing of products in vesicle. Okay, it helps in the synthesis of lysosomes. Okay, when we study about Golgi apparatus in detail, we will study that. This is the basic structure of a Golgi apparatus. Okay, lysosomes, they are known as suicide bag. Something that dies of the cell. They look like round bodies, consist of digestive enzymes that act as cleaners or sweepers of the cell. There is no act as suicide bag as they consist of powerful digestive enzymes. So let us see what the lysosomes does. It will clean the entire cell. If any poisonous particles are there or waste particles are there inside a cell, the lysosomes are the one who will clean it. See where we can see a lysosome? In some part of the cell. See, here it is one, here it is one, here. So only a simple round like structure. Mitochondria, very important, okay? Mitochondria is very, very important. So mitochondria, it is known as the powerhouse of a cell as it helps in production of ATP. This is the energy we have. This is the mode of energy which we have in human beings. Okay, I think you didn't study about this. First time you are studying. Next year in 10th standard you will study that in details. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Okay, adenosine triphosphate. All the energy we are getting from these carbohydrates, proteins and fat, it is being changed into ATP and it is stored inside the mitochondria. That's why it is called as the powerhouse of a cell, not only cell or human body. It is known as the powerhouse of a cell as it helps in the production of ATP. Mitochondria have two membranes covering in which outer membrane is porous in nature while the inner membrane is deeply folded. Porous means it will absorb water. Okay, two layers are there. Outside membrane is porous which will absorb not only water, what all moisture or what all liquid things comes outside, it will absorb it. It is a double membrane structure outside the membrane, porous and inner membrane deeply folded. Okay, leave it. Adenosine triphosphate is the energy currency of the cell. It is used for ranking new chemical compounds for mechanical work. So what all things we are doing, that is called as mechanical work. Ranking new chemical compounds means it is used in to form new chemical compound which is essential for our human body. So mechanical work means what? Daily purpose, daily works we are doing. For example, running, standing, walking, sleeping, we cannot say it's a mechanical work, but some of the work is going on during sleeping, okay? Like your heart is working, respiratory system is working, so that's also a mechanical work. Mitochondria. Now we are going to study about mitochondria in details. It's a capsule-like structure in which this, like this, snake-like things are there. So there is a matrix inside, a cristae inside, outer membrane and inner membrane. Okay, matrix and cristae are there. The foldings are called as cristae. The matrix are that entire, that loopy thing inside. So let's see what is a plastids. Present only in plant cell. So plastids is a particular types of thing which is not in animal cell. They are of two types: colored plastids, colorless or white plastids, chromoplast and leucoplast. Plastids with chlorophyll pigment are called as chloroplast. Okay, they can be green, red, yellow or brown depending upon the types of the pigment. So plastids are being seen in plant cell, not in animal cell. Okay, mostly they are of two types: chromoplast and leucoplast, colored plastids and colorless plastids. So the chlorophyll pigment is there in chloroplast, you already studied that. So this chloroplast is what type of plastid? Of course, chromoplast plastids, depending upon the type of the pigment, and they contains a special type of chemical inside it which we use for a lot of things. Not we, the plants use for a lot of other things. For example, in the case of this chloroplast, for what purpose they are using chloroplast? Yes, to produce chlorophyll, to trap sunlight and to make food. Okay, functions and all, vacuoles, cell wall, distribution and lots of portions are there. Okay, next class in detail we will study about each part. Okay, today the time is finished. Tomorrow we need to discuss each this part in detail. Okay, we will do it with a diagram of a cell. Then it will be easy for you. Simply by going through these sentences means I will understand, but it is more easier if you look into a picture and if you are doing that. Okay, so students, some homework I will give in that WhatsApp group. So make sure that you are doing that, finishing that in time. So again, it's time to go. Okay, almost time is over. So corona time, be safe, stay at home, don't go outside, don't roam here and there, avoid long distance travel and all, and stay at home, maintain social distancing, use mask, use hand sanitizers and be in hygiene. Okay, so till then, this is Midun Raj signing off from this part of the world, my dear kids. Thank you and Jai Hind.